just imagine being 39 years and never laying eyes on your dad before, you know what I'm saying? And he's alive, and this is the first person that looked like me. I ain't never seen a man that looked like me before.
Yeah, right, right.
I was like, damn, that's where I get my nose from. Like, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? I think women actually do trucking better than men. It's just important that we are invested into businesses that don't depend on our popularity. It's probably the biggest investment that I ever made. It's the biggest investment I ever made in my life, and it was the easiest decision to make in my life. It was like slow motion. I said, hold on, am I falling?
Not me, I'm about 40. You already know what's going down again, man. It's Fat Nasty Podcast.
That's right.
I'm one half of the Belly Gang boys.
Let me put my belly on your butt, you heard?
And we in full effect tonight, man. We kicking it, man. We in the A, man. Before we kick the show off, man, we want to say congratulations to Rich, man. A new dad, man. That's dope,
not a
man.
new dad, second dad.
Second dad.
Yeah,
I mean,
two
but you got a new child.
Yeah, facts.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's definitely a fact.
That's
a
hard,
blessing.
man. It's a new
I feel
blessing,
good.
man.
Yeah, I feel
New addition
good.
to the family, y'all. So that's always dope, man. But this Fat Nasty Podcast, you've been anywhere on a Friday, but you're here with us.
And
we got,
and they here on a Friday and the Queen Bee in town.
yeah, and Beyonce in
That's
town. Yeah,
heavy.
they came to kick it with us. But, man, we got one of the biggest dudes in the city, man.
Yeah,
he had the biggest birthday party since Big Beach, man.
Yeah,
Wow. Oh, you thought we weren't going to get you, man? That boy had the biggest birthday party since Big Beach, man.
Yeah, that's a
We
fact.
got Alex good energy in the building, man.
talk
Come on,
your
man.
shit,
Clap it up, man. That's hard, man.
Word.
I'm glad you came and blessed our podcast,
Yeah,
man. For real, man.
That's a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man?
Man, I feel blessed, man. 40, embracing it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Before you looking like you 27.
Yeah, you looking good. You out here.
you know what it
I
is?
see your shit shivering, dog.
You know what it is, man? 40. That's the first time I ever did a birthday party for myself. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, I never threw a birthday party ever in my whole life. And I was like, if I'm going to do it, 40 is the year. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
to do it.
That's hard. You
That's
would
hell of a first
You would
birthday.
meet, yeah, that would,
God
you would,
Like
damn.
my saying.
you would meet style? They had one of those since meets. I mean, P and them want to have birthday parties. But Alex, your joint been talked about for like the last 2-3 months, man. You snapped,
shit
man.
was
Your shit was
crazy.
nice. And it was in your backyard. That was crazy.
Backyard, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to do something different. Like, I wanted to bring it back to where, like, you ever used to go to house parties back in the day,
Yeah.
and it just felt safer. You know what I'm saying? But like one thing about me, if I'm gonna do something, I can't half-ass nothing that I do.
Right.
And
You damn sure didn't do it, bro.
yeah, I said we gonna do it. We gonna do it right. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying?
And you have people from all different walks. Like, you have mad. It's like, yo, damn, they there. Damn, they there. You just
Yeah.
scrolling down timelines, you seeing people's story.
You know what's crazy? My event planner was like, yo, I'm gonna give you 150 people, Alex. You know what I'm saying? And I had to like really take my time and put that list together. I just wanted to create a room that was so like powerful. Like, so I invited all my entrepreneur friends. I invited you know what I'm saying, just good people who got good energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And man, and I'm an R&B dude.
Yeah.
So
everybody is.
My boy bought Lloyd out. I said, oh, this nigga different.
Yeah,
He brought Lloyd out.
Lloyd back out.
That's
I wanted to just like,
Can I be for real? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I wanted to invite like some of my favorite R&B artists. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope, man. That's
So I turned my backyard into like the BET Awards. Had the stage, the LED screen, and I had Lloyd come perform. I had Queen Naja perform, Pleasure P. And I had the voice, Kiki Wyatt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Kiki.
saying? Like,
That's hard.
like,
That is
like you
hard.
can't tell me nothing. I had Kiki Wyatt
Right,
sing me
yeah,
happy birthday.
Right. Yeah. I'm on another level right
That's a
now.
fact.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, Rocco too, Rocco.
Yeah.
I had to balance it out, so I
Yeah.
brought Rocco out as well. You know what I'm saying? ATL legend.
Yeah, I'm
So,
telling you, you had to feel like old school meets back in.
Yeah, it was legendary.
These are like personal relationships you had, or you just was it so?
But Pleasure P was the only one that was a personal relationship. I just dropped the bag. I was like, yo, what y'all need? And it was so funny because I told them like, yo, it's my backyard. They was kind of feeling like, I ain't about to come perform in your backyard. Like,
Yeah, because they know what they self into. They know that was the backyard back there. That boy looking like Michael Jackson back there.
it's
for
crazy.
real.
Yeah.
So man, who did it for you, man? Who did it?
Tori Williams. Shout out to Tori Williams. You know, one thing about me, like if I'm gonna work with people, I like to work with the best. I like to work with people who really take their craft serious.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when you go to her page, you see the vibe, and I'm like, hey, that's what I need right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, she ain't the cheapest.
Yeah, your shit was
So
hard.
if you hit her up, make sure you have your bag right.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, say it again.
And
Shout
in
out
the
to
rain,
Tori.
that shit
In the-
still worked out with the rain. I'm like, yo, damn, they still having a ball.
God is so amazing, bro. Because like around the party started at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, it just started monsooning, and I'm just thinking about all the money I spent on this party, bro. And I'm getting ready. And I'm gonna tell you something how strong and powerful God is. While I'm in my room getting ready, it's monsoon, and everybody ran inside. And I told God, I said, look, I'm about to put this suit on. I'm about to get ready. And I say, when I walk out of this room, it's not gonna be raining no more. I swear to God, I said that.
Yeah.
I walked out my room. 20 minutes later, I walked outside. I seen the whole staff with towels just drying everything up. The rain stopped, and it didn't rain for the rest of the night, man.
Oh, that's dope.
That's good energy.
That's good
Yeah,
energy.
yeah, for
Good
sure.
energy.
So, man, how you came up with the Alix Good Energy, man?
You know, good energy is a lifestyle.
Right.
It's a mindset, and you know the real story is pretty much in 2017. I was interviewing drivers. I was looking for drivers for my trucking company,
Right.
and that day I had about 17 applicants. They all came to my office. I had them every half hour. I had them lined up, and we needed drivers desperately at this point.
Right.
So long story short, I'm doing all the interviews. My team is back at the office waiting on me to let them know, look, we got 5 drivers. We ready to go. Man, I spent the whole day interviewing all these drivers, dog, and they looked good on paper. They had all the qualifications. Everything was wonderful. But for some reason, the ones that I even considered hiring, they had like these bad attitudes, right? Like I'm doing an interview and they acting like they know everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I already seen
Right.
like you're not gonna be like, yeah, you got all the qualifications on paper,
Right.
but you're not gonna be coachable.
Right.
Like you're gonna be an issue
Right.
later on down the
When I
line.
call you, like, what you got going on? I need you to do this. He ain't gonna be the one. He ain't gonna be a team player.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I never forget the phone call. I called my team after everything was over. They're like, "Hey, so we got the drivers?" I was like, "Nah." They say, "Alex, you hired one driver out the 17?" I said, "Nah." I said, "Yo, the ones that I was considering, they all had bad energy." I said, "I don't care what. I'm not aligning my energy with bad energy because I know what it's gonna bring. It's gonna mess up my relationships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want that. So I was like, yo, if you ain't got good energy, you can't. I don't even want to work with you. I don't care how much money you bring into the table." And that's when I changed the name.
And that's all. And that keep your circle.
And
tight.
and that's in my personal life too. Like if your energy ain't right, you will not have access to me.
That's dope. And
Yeah.
that's good. I ain't gonna lie, 'cause
hell
guess
yeah.
what? People don't understand you like a battery.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It'll
you need-
drain
people drain you. People
Yup.
drain you, and you let that bad energy will
Yeah.
drain you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So what made you get into the trucking business, man? What made you do that?
I got tricked.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got tricked. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done told the story a few times, but you know, long story short, just a dude introduced it to me and sold me on it. Like, you know,
Like
he had the
old times.
contract. Everything was good to go. Just get you a truck and I'm gonna put you on. I got the truck, hit him up, and he ain't come through for me.
Yeah,
You
that's
was
why
just
I'm
stoked-
confused.
you was just stoked with the truck.
Yeah, so now I
Now,
got
did that happen here or did that happen?
This happened here. It's
Okay.
2012.
Shout out to Atlanta for the finesse.
Yeah, 2012.
yeah.
And, you know, just broken promises, over promising, under delivering. And
Yeah.
so I had options, sink or swim. You know, I got these trucks. I had the truck note, a couple truck notes on the way, and I ain't have nobody to help me. And you know, I had to sink or swim, and I just figured it out.
So you like my boy out the little boat at the Alabama joint that was just swimming to the front
Yeah,
to help out. For
Hey,
real,
yo,
swim.
guys.
That's
I had
dope.
to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
First black.
But I was telling my friend yesterday. I was like, yo, I think the question was, what was your biggest? It was, what is your biggest pit and biggest like win in trucking and in your journey, right? And I was like, yo, the funny thing is, my biggest win was going through the pits. The fact that I went through all the heartaches, the fact that I went through all the mistakes firsthand, that turned me into a monster.
Right.
It turned me into a beast. It made me like take it personal because I failed that first year. I went out of business in 2012.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But that allowed me to sit down, do my research, and figure out exactly what I did wrong in the trucking game.
Come back hard.
And I spent 6 months just doing research because I didn't want to give up because I knew that, you know, it's a lot of potential in it. I just did something wrong.
Right.
So once I gave it that second shot back in 2013, now I came back with a vengeance. And I corrected all my mistakes. And then even now, you know, I've been teaching trucking since 2015. I was the first one that looked like me that was teaching trucking. This before everybody had courses and all this stuff. Like I was teaching trucking before it was sexy.
Right.
But what made me a beast of a teacher in it is because I'm telling people game from the pain. I'm giving them that game from like
Not the rich journey, but what I had to go through to get to that point, right?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. And people don't understand that.
Yeah, and I'll never forget one of my biggest quotes back in the days. I was telling people like, yo, because the biggest issue with trucking is finding drivers. That's like everybody's biggest obstacle is finding drivers, right? And
good drivers.
Good drivers, absolutely.
Good drivers.
So one of my most famous quotes is, you'll lose more money hiring the wrong driver than just letting your truck sit. That was an early lesson that I learned early. a lot of times people that's getting into this game, they just trying to hurry up and get up and running. They just want to say they got a truck on the road, and they get desperate and they just hire anybody that got a heartbeat.
Right.
And what I realized is that, like, yo, when I made those decisions and I rushed and I just threw anybody in my truck, they was
more issues, more problems.
yo, I had a dude leave my truck in South Carolina. I had a dude doing drugs in my truck. Dude always late. I had a contract. I lost the whole contract because this dude want to show up when he want to show up. So I realized, like, yeah, like you'll lose more money hiring the wrong driver than just letting the damn truck sit.
Right. Until the right person comes.
Yeah, but you know what I had to go through in order to be able to give that advice?
Yeah. But they say the journey is the reward in any aspect of whatever you're doing. It's like everything you go through, that's the real reward. Because once you finally get what you want and you get there, you like, dang, this is what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Now you on to the next. So it's like that journey and every process you go through to get there is the real reward.
And a lot of times while you going through the struggle, you going through that pain in your business, you be like, dang, God, like why I gotta go through this? You know what I'm saying?
That's life too. Yeah, that's real.
Like my truck breaking down.
Each other all the time. Like, yo,
My truck breaking down. These drivers is leaving my truck in a different city.
You gotta go all the way and get that.
And I'm like, damn, why is this happening to me? Not realizing that.
And you got good energy and you putting up good, you move correctly.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, why me?
Exactly.
Now realizing
Damn,
that.
man, that's crazy, Alex. That's crazy.
But it's somebody going through that right now. It's somebody watching this show, like they in their business and and something ain't clicking for them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't connecting for them, and they don't realize, like, yo, all that's happening right now is just you just getting sharper and sharper.
Yeah.
You just getting ready for war. Like
when it's not clicking, it's got you wondering why. So now you studying, you researching, you trying to figure it out. And once you put it all together, it's like,
because you know what, people don't believe that everybody journey gonna be different.
Yeah.
I might today can blow up. You know, you get a one-hit wonder, or you got somebody that's been in this joint for a long time and they just out of nowhere be like, damn, where he come from? Be like, no, he been grinding. He been putting the work in, so now he getting the rewards for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope, man. That's hard.
And a lot of people, they walking on your chapter 10 and they don't know about chapter 2.
See?
That's a lot of people that just started following me in 2023. And I was on live the other night, and I was telling people, like, yo, a lot of people, you know, everybody talking about the birthday party. Everybody, they see my,
now that's where they know you from, right?
They see my cars, they see the jewelry, the lifestyle, but they don't understand. I did them 16-hour days for 8 years straight. For 8 years straight, 16-hour days. You know what I'm saying? Like forgetting to eat. Forgetting to eat.
That's real work.
That's real work.
You dig what I'm saying? But they don't see that. So I'm on live the other day. I'm like, yo, you know, whenever there's a little bit of trolls, because I don't got a CDL. I never drove a truck before, so a lot of times they was trying to discredit me.
Man, that's hard. Congratulations, man. That's hard. Hey, this nigga Alix is hard. Yeah, my pops really. That's what I said when I was telling you earlier. My dad did that. My dad drove trucks for like 45 years. Like, really.
And I salute to all the drivers out there, man, because I never drove a truck before. So I got so much respect for drivers. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
But they used to hold that against me.
Like, they were trying to say you ain't know the trucking life and all
they're
that.
like, how he gonna tell us about trucking? He ain't never drove no truck. I say, yo, bro, I ain't teaching nobody how to get a CDL. That's not what I teach. I'm not teaching you how to drive trucks. I'm teaching you how to be the owner of the truck and hire the drivers and run it from the CEO standpoint, right? But I was on live the other night and I was like, look, man, if you question any my authority to do what I do, all you gotta do is just scroll back on my page for 8 years.
Or get off my page. Find you something else to do.
Yeah, but not for real. Like, it's all documented. Yeah, you can see my whole from when I bought the first truck, my first client that I taught. You can see everything on my page. So it's like, yo, don't come for me. Like, I got all my receipts.
Right. I got all my receipts. Look,
I showed the good and the bad.
Right.
Yeah, it's documented.
That's
go back and look.
That's dope. Where you from, Alix?
New York originally, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? Oh, okay. That's like you got it in you there. You got that in you there.
Yeah, but you know what's so funny? I don't think I ever said this on the podcast. A lot of people don't know. I was actually born in D.C. though.
Right.
My birth certificate says D.C. My mother moved from D.C. when I was a year old. We went to Brooklyn, and then I came to Atlanta probably like 25-something years ago. So I feel like at this point I've been in Atlanta so long from Atlanta.
Yeah, that's how we all is. Like I said, I've been out here for 18 years.
Yeah. Atlanta do you right though.
Yeah, Atlanta
been so good to me. I put Atlanta on my back. I love this city. Yeah. I really feel like if I'd have stayed in Brooklyn, I don't know where I would be right now. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta it's just a special place. We got our BS down here, but
that's like, everywhere.
That's everywhere though. Yeah. Everywhere.
If you know how to adjust, if you could accomplish and adjust to certain situations and put yourself in different environments, like you could stay away from certain bullshit. Yeah, bullshit always happens, but it's like if you learn Atlanta, you really know Atlanta.
Right.
It's cool.
I mean, you got to get finesse. You got to get blessed. I
it
always say
happens.
that.
That's being outside.
But that's just Atlanta. But like we were just talking about it. Like a lot of people don't like I was saying, like when people come to move to other states, you have to be young.
Yeah.
Because when you're older and you do it, you just can't take no. When you get fucked up, it's hard to come back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because all the relationships are established already.
Yeah.
But I tell people it's not even about the city that you in. It's around the people that you with.
Yeah, there you go.
Your network is everything. You know what I'm saying? And I got some amazing people out here.
Yeah, you do, man. Y'all dope too, man. I love that, man. I watched your podcast that you did with my boy Finesse.
Yeah.
You were just talking about, man, how y'all do the circle of CEOs. That was, man, that's dope.
Yeah, the heavy one thing that you had said, and it stuck with me when it was like with the group of y'all, and it was heavy because it was like, yo, when one of us fall off or one of us go through that, and if I need to call or say I invested my bread and whatever I did and it ain't go right, and I call and I told y'all it ain't a problem for each one of y'all, here go 5, here go 10, and just like that, I'm right back
up.
Right.
And we all good. And then it's like when they come, it's like we could all.
You know how hard that is, though?
That's
how hard that is to find some
group.
black men. Like I'm talking about, I'm giving y'all credit. Like it's me giving y'all
no
flowers.
Ego
like,
tripping, none of that.
All y'all, man, for y'all to have y'all have fun. Like I just said, shout out to
fun.
Nehemiah for going to Philly. That was just dope because
Mm-hmm.
and y'all all showed up and played up on them. Man, that's dope, man. You don't get that, bro. Not from black men, bro. Nigga be
and
saying
y'all
that
all
like,
doing
man,
y'all own thing,
Right.
and everybody feeding and pouring in support. That shit, that's heavy. You know what I'm saying?
We just trying to lead by example.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we just trying to show y'all like we trying to promote that in all over the country. It don't need to be just one circle of CEOs.
Yeah.
It could be a bunch of them in different, you know what I'm saying, different cities. And it ain't fake. It ain't for IG. We really real friends in real life. We don't really argue like that at all.
Right. What y'all arguing about?
It's weird. Like
it's since that the realest shit. When you ever seen rich niggas argue?
Yeah, real
the realest shit. When you ever seen like a group of rich friends that can have fun anytime? When you see what y'all arguing about?
It ain't
no
gonna
take the tab. Who gonna grab the tab?
That's what we argue about. That's what we argue about.
I got the tab tonight. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you don't see 50. Shout out to my boy 50. I seen that the other day. He's like, man, you don't never see rich niggas argue, man. You know what I'm saying? He said you always see the niggas that. Or a nigga that's sitting around and ain't doing nothing, he want to be mad, or you know what I'm saying? But you never see rich people argue with each other.
I think what helped is that we all kind of came up. It's weird. We all came up at the same time. It's the weirdest thing ever.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? When we all met, we was doing decent, but it's like we just all kind of everybody businesses went crazy
at one time.
And like the last 2, 3, 4 years, like it just went crazy at the same time. So it really wasn't no even reason to pocket watch. Everybody was up, so it was just been dope. And then we just helping each other. We just keep lifting each other up. Just keep lifting each other.
Right. That's hard. So man, we got this question, man. We ask everybody that come on the show, man. Are you petty? You got any pettiness with you? You petty?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
me and Marcus, we probably the most pettiest in the circle.
Oh, for real? Oh, so you
yeah, on the low. Still with good energy though, man.
Yeah, right, but
get your
get back. For sure.
That's dope. That's dope. He said, yeah, I'm petty. You see any petty thing this week?
Petty this week?
Yeah.
You know what kind? I don't know if this considered petty. It was kind of like a smart remark or a jab back last night. So we in there when she was having a baby. So when they deliver, they put her in like the little warmer or whatever, like to have her cry to check the fluids or whatnot. Right. So she crying. So my mom in there, like, just shake her. Like she's like, just shake her a little bit. So the doctor like, nah, we ain't gonna shake her. We don't do that in here. My mom said, I got 6 kids. Every last one of them been shook. They still
when you mess with black mom, they go.
She said, so then the doctor, she went over there to talk to the doula, like, hey, man, all my kids good. That little shake ain't gonna hurt. See, they worry about it. I said, see?
That's great.
That's dope. That shit was fun. I don't know if that's petty or whatnot, but that was funny as shit.
That's hard, though. That's hard. So let me ask you, Alix, man, what's your mental state from a 1 to 10, man? How you feel? Like
you can't use 7 though. That's a safe zone.
My mental state?
Yeah.
9.
Nah, elaborate.
Man, I finally know what my purpose is. I think that's like super pivotal. Like when you find out, what your purpose is, you accept it and you be obedient to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I recognize why I'm here. And it's a beautiful space to be in when you figure it out and you start really operating in that purpose and in that gift. I feel like my mentor said it best. He said, your gift is what comes easy to you, but it's hard for others. You understand? Yeah. I have a gift of communication, I think. I know. I got a gift of taking what's in my brain and really transferring that to people and connecting to people. And I've been able to train. I got the biggest platform as far as education and transportation industry right now. We've trained over 40,000 people.
Congratulations.
Black kid from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? In an industry where I'm a minority in that industry. But you don't get 40,000 people to sign up into your training if
it's not working.
If it's not working, but also if you out here playing. You know what I'm saying? Or or the information isn't being transferred correctly. So, and then that from the trucking, it just turned into just overall just being a speaker and being able to just get on them stages and connect to the youth, especially. I love the fact that like I'm aware of why I'm here, and so that helps a lot. My mental.
That's dope. That's dope. Now we always ask people that's entrepreneurs, because y'all always, what I'm saying. But y'all got a circle, that group that's hard, but a lot of CEOs don't have that. You know what I'm saying? They always the breadwinner, and a lot of people don't ask them how they doing. It's always, can you do? What can you do for me? How can you help me? You know what I'm saying? So we like to ask people that, man, like, you know what I'm saying, what's your mental state? Because, y'all everybody go through tough days.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie, last month was tough for me. Like, man,
absolutely.
Like, one of my best friends lost his son, then my best friend lost his brother. You know what I'm saying? It was just a tough month, you know what I'm saying? And like, but I still got to get up every day and provide for my family and make sure everything goes on, you know what I'm saying? So my mental state been going crazy. I ain't even gonna lie, it's been up and down, down, up, down. You get what I'm saying? So like, I always like to ask people that, man.
And even with a name like Good Energy, I think people always think that it's always
good energy.
And it ain't, stuff. Life be life sometimes too.
Right.
But I love the phrase. It's not the stress that kills people. It's the how you react to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, how I deal with like the when life be life, man, I just understand that for one, time heals everything, and number two is like when you in the moment and you going through something, as it's going, what I do is I just think about stuff that's happened in my past that had me feeling that same feeling, and I think about something that happened maybe 2 years ago. And like, when's the last time I felt this terrible? I'm like, damn, I remember 2 years ago I felt like that. But when I think about that same moment 2 years ago, it don't hurt as much today.
Right.
So as I'm going through it in that same moment, I'm like, you know what? Like, this is crazy right now, but 6 months from now, this ain't gonna hurt like it is today.
Right.
Yeah.
I literally think about that in the moment.
Right.
And that helps me.
Yeah. That's reality.
I'm like, let's just wait it out.
Let's
just thug it out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get past. It's not gonna hurt as much 2 months from now as it is today. I think about that in the moment, and that's what helps me.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real. Because like I said, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, and like, so I got like a little league football team. So that'd be a lot of times where I have fun because you got kids that's our program got 5 to 12, and you got kids that don't have no worries, but they got so much shit that's going on at home because like I'm in the inner city of Atlanta, so I'm dealing with a lot of kids that's homeless, don't have no work. You know what I'm saying? That mama can't pay for the three. Like, we all here 300. Man, we just spent 300 tonight just doing this. You get what I'm saying? Can't pay 300 for their kid to play football, to have fun, all that type of stuff. So that's why I come in. I do a lot of that for the kids. Like, I sponsor them and all that type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? But it just be me sitting back and be like, damn, I'm having a badass day, but this kid,
there you go.
This kid don't got nowhere to go after.
That's another way. Yeah.
I feed him. If I take him home, I'm gonna stop somewhere and get him. And it'd be like, my fiance be like, dang, you fed? I'm like, yeah, I stop all the time, get them a burger or something, because you don't know if that might be their only meal they're gonna have tonight. So that'd be that's always been fun, like having fun with the kids at Little League and all that, because a lot of our kids, man, they look 12, but some of them going through 18-year-old, 20-year-old problems, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta watch all their little brothers and stuff like that. Their mom got stuff going on, so that'd be fun for me, and just like, home, like getting home and just recharging.
Yeah. You gotta figure out what it is that brings you back to that good space and do it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact.
So like I said, when I go out there and coach and have fun, it was always fun with them. You know what I'm saying? Teaching them.
That's your escape.
That's dope. Yeah, that's my escape. What about you, man? What's your mental state?
My mental I'm right now in this moment. I'm on 1,000. I am front.
Right. We got my boy in the building.
I just had my daughter. I was just but G shit, like how we were just saying, like, yo, this last month, like, I was 4 or 5-ish, easy. Like, you know how shit just repeatedly just keep happening, and I'm like, the moments like, yo, why this happening to me?
Yeah,
Like,
right,
I'm one of them, like, yo, me, he could vouch, like, yo, I'm on my good energy, positive vibes. I care for a lot of people. I do for a lot of people. So it's like, how this shit keep happening?
Yeah.
I keep loss after loss after loss. And then I'm sitting on myself and be thinking, because it's like, I don't show my hand. So everybody on the outside looking like, oh, now they good. They got this going on. Boom. Nobody really calling the check. If it ain't him calling me, like, yo, damn, nigga, I ain't, what's up?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on? Ain't nobody checking. They just like, oh, Rich, good money. You feel me? So it's like, that shit. Then when you sit and you really on your dick, like, damn, hold on. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, hold on. And you be in that space and it's like, yo, come on, man. This shit. And then, but then you have to think about, okay, I know I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? But then your human instinct kicking like, yeah, all right. That's one thing. Your faith, you strong about. Okay, yeah, you're gonna be all right. But I'm living in this moment right now. This shit ain't all right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be crazy. But overall, it's like, damn, it is what it is. And then I just had my daughter just brought me back. She brought me so much joy just to be like, damn, that life itself. You know what I'm saying? Just remembering back when I had my first daughter and it was like, was going through something. And that put me in my bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it ain't about you no more. You got somebody to care for. You know what I'm saying? This somebody else, that's your responsibility. So now having another one, it's like, man, I can't lose. Like, all this shit happened for a reason. Anyway, this shit all written. Like, no matter how we look at it or what, it's like, and finding that purpose, that was ill how you said that. Yeah. Finding your purpose. And I'm still in that journey. I don't truly just know what my purpose is yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
how do you
feel 35. I'll be 36, in October.
I was 36 when I discovered it.
Okay, see? And
you know what I'm saying?
That's why it's like,
It took a minute, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. And that's hard, but you know what, like, that's dope. It takes for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people can't admit that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like they got it all figured out. Man, life, man.
Yeah, this
shit totally
different. Especially when you got a lot and it's like people count on you and you handle a lot of hats. You wear a lot of hats. It's like, and especially when you a good person, good energy, you gonna make it. Even if you like, if I leave in here today and I really ain't had nowhere to go to, niggas won't really know. I'm gonna come in with good energy. I'm laughing, I'm smiling, I'm chilling. It's a good vibe, and nigga won't know I gotta go to this bitch and really feel like, damn.
Right, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give y'all a little game, man. What I did this year too. You know, you just mentioned so many people depend on you, and you know, we pour into people for a living. And in order for us to pour into people, we got to empty ourselves, right? And that's cool. But 2023, I had to get a little selfish.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
I had to get selfish this year, bro.
Jordan year, you had to get selfish.
You know, you know, you hear that word, it's a negative. It sounds like a negative thing, but like sometimes, man, because if you're not operating at your highest level, you ain't gonna be no good for them anyway.
Son, this nigga, bro, what you telling niggas? Yo, G-Shab just was like, yo.
That's real.
Because I do that. I pour and I do, but I'm like, yo, at this space where I'm at now, I just did I'm on a little 30-day challenge. And it's just like, yo, I ain't gonna really get all the way into, but it's like, it's really on some me, self-discipline, self-love, self-care, focus me. Like, yo, I can't be who I truly, really, and need to be if I keep pouring and worrying about that. I gotta get selfish.
You ain't gonna be no good anyway.
It's like, yo, I can't do it.
Because when you fry out, and you ain't available no more, they going on to the next person, bro. You know what's my new best friend in 2023? Something that I never took advantage of before 2023? The do not disturb button on my iPhone.
Oh, shit.
Nah, real talk. My do not disturb has been abused in 2023.
Yeah.
Unapologetically, though.
Yeah, like, yo, do not disturb here.
Yeah, do not disturb.
Yeah, it's when it's me time, I don't care. Yeah. I get to it when I obviously, when my mom called, that'll come through, my cousin.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I'll be protecting my energy is non-negotiable.
Right, that's real.
It's not negotiable this year. And I see the difference in me now that I've put myself and been a little selfish now.
Yeah.
Right.
I see the difference. I'm operating at a higher level now.
That's real.
Wow.
That's real. That's dope.
You're not gonna take from me unless I allow you to take from me now.
That's hard. That's hard. You know, we do this thing called the icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
That's Alix Good Energy, man. What's one of the most overrated restaurants in Atlanta, man?
Ooh, what?
Yeah, you gotta
do
say
that.
Too. Yeah, it's
what?
the icebreaker.
Most overrated.
Yeah. What's the most overrated? You've been around now.
Why would you do that to me?
I got to, man.
I'm supposed to say that on TV.
Yeah, you gotta tell them, man. Like, not this spot, man. Oh, who's that? Yeah, you thought it was gonna be the one. You got there and it was not it. It was
That's messed up. Man.
Oh man.
My platform a little too big to be doing
Look,
this.
look, look, hey, look, man. We like to have fun on Fat Nasty, man.
Oh, that's heavy
That's
because
heavy.
he around. They
I
like,
know
wait,
he
hold
do.
on.
That's why I had to ask him. I gotta ask him.
Icebreaker.
Yeah. So that's the icebreaker. Look, he laughing, he sweating.
Oh,
he
man.
might can't do it. What about you? What about you? I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna let Alix. I'm gonna let Alix.
Please, let me back to you.
I'm gonna ask
Most
you.
overrated.
Yeah.
Most overrated will be Capital Grill.
Overrated.
OV.
OV.
Hey, I'm not saying this shit ain't bad. We just gotta answer the question.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
I'm fucking with y'all, but it's like for the ambiance is cool, but it's like yo, you go to
You know what?
it's mad spots in the cut. I could take you to spots and you could really go and feel it like,
Vibe,
hey,
yeah.
yeah, like oh this.
You know what mine is?
What?
Del Frisco's.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Oh.
I wish I would have said that one.
that's a
I don't know
good
older. Damn, I wish I'd have said that one.
deli.
Hey man, that thing is overrated.
Yeah,
man.
deli,
That's a
deli.
good one.
Hey
Deli.
man, that thing. Hey man. Oh
Deli,
man, I'm
deli.
sorry. I'm sorry. Me and my fiance went there for our fight. Man, that thing is
Deli
too
is overrated.
Man, that shit is overrated. It's supposed to be like a steakhouse too, man. Bring the steak sauce, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Bring.
I got it. I
You
got it.
Go ahead, give it to me.
The sundial.
Oh,
The sundial.
It's called something else now. What's it called? It's called
Oh,
something
they
else.
changed? I don't know.
On top of the Western.
Joint, yeah.
Oh, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. When you
That's
first got to
an ambiance
Orlando, though,
joint. Yeah, they
everybody
thought
was,
that was
hey, yo,
the one.
everybody
That
was
was the
saying,
spot, yeah.
everybody's like, yo, that's the one.
Yeah.
You know, that shit ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, that shit be full trash.
The little view is
Sundial.
cool, and then half the time the damn thing ain't working.
Well, yeah.
It ain't even spinning.
Yeah.
You got to use your
They
imagination.
just like, oh, man, I thought I was spin around the city or something.
You gotta use your
You gotta use your
imagination.
imagination.
Like,
Yeah.
you see
That's
that over
crazy.
there?
Yeah, the
They
sundial for
They
sure.
gotta keep getting up, walking to the bathroom.
Yeah, look,
That had me
look.
stressed out,
It
man.
had me stressed out. He was like, I don't know if I want to shoot one of my homeboys. I did go over there last week. That shit was a tight week now.
I was about to take a shot, like not answer.
Look, that's hard. That's hard. So man, what other business ventures you got, man? That you got going on, man?
Bruh.
That's dope, man. I see you got
Talk
that
about
thing.
the big one,
Yeah,
man.
the big one.
Talk about the
I
big
love
one.
that.
Let me. I'm gonna get to that one
Okay.
second.
All right.
Okay.
Shout out to Okay, so I used to be a promoter
Right.
before I was in the trucking. I used to be a promoter. I used to throw parties, and I used to always like do stuff at my house as well. I used to do like little get-togethers, have my friends. I always like to host
Right.
and show people a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Got in the trucking, and while I was in trucking for these last 11 years, I missed it. I missed the hospitality vibes and just creating that room and that space. So shout out to crew Alpharetta, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, man.
And that's really the one. Like the
Yeah.
crews be going on, but they always like the crew of a Reddit.
Yeah, that's
like,
the
damn,
one.
but it's
That's
a-
the vibe,
Yeah,
man.
that's a fact. I hear it.
And nobody know. And guess what? Nobody know it's you, man. Look.
A lot of people do know, but I'm gonna tell you this much: it's a franchise. I was like the first time I get into this type of business, you know, as an owner. I got a few business partners as well. Shout out to Shani, shout out to Robbie and Torica. And you know what it is that I want to start off as a franchise first because they already had the systems in place,
Right.
and just kind of get my feet wet like that instead of just starting from scratch. And Crew Alpharetta just been a blessing, man. It's actually they have 20 locations nationwide, and Crew Alpharetta is actually the biggest location in the country as far as the square footage.
Yeah,
That's
that's
hard.
word.
That's
That's
hard.
the one that
That's
be going.
hard.
When
Yeah.
then you'll hear about that one, and then you hear a crew like, "Oh, we going here," and you go to the other crew, be like,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you got the one.
I have
just
no
be
comment
like-
on that.
Yeah. It's
Shout,
like,
shout out to the other crew.
Yeah, nah,
Shout out to the
hey,
other
man,
crews.
look, we just being real, man.
It's us,
Being real.
respectfully, we understand it as a
Yeah.
business standpoint why you understand that, but just
Nah,
like as a person who attend these, like I don't been
Yeah.
to several crew locations,
Mhm.
like, and not saying it's bad, like your food is cool, but it just be like either it's just like, dang, this shit mad small, or it just be like, damn, the crowd ain't lit. Then I hear crew and I see the Alpharetta, I'm like, damn, well, what is
See
shit?
that? Yeah.
Like
You gotta go to
upfront.
Alpharetta to get that
Yeah.
vibe, man.
But nigga be like, damn, drive.
Don't
to
worry, we
Alpha-
coming. Hey, I'm coming in October. My
man.
whole family's gonna be down here.
Can I share a secret with y'all?
Yeah.
Alpharetta is not a party town.
It
It's,
ain't.
it's a lot of money out there though, right?
Right.
But I used to live in Alpharetta, and I'm gonna tell you the science behind me going all the way to Alpharetta. I used to live out there, and I used to have to drive 30 minutes to the city to catch a vibe.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And I used to like have
Right
to
out
drive
here.
mad far to get food late at night. So when we had the option, okay, where do we want to go? I had two options. I could either go to the city, open up a crew in the city, and compete with 98 other lounges,
Right.
or I can go to Alpharetta.
And do
Put
my
the
own
money,
thing.
put the money, because we know how to market.
Right,
we know how to online market. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? I know how to get the attention.
Right.
So I said, let's go against the grain. Let's put it out here in Alpharetta. And if this wins, we don't got no competition.
Yeah, facts.
And
like you said, it's mad. It's money out there. It's mad.
hella
People be
mad
wanting
money.
to go out and have fun.
Yes.
But then Alpharetta, like, damn.
That's what I'm
Because half the
about
people who
Alpharetta.
move to Atlanta, be like, yeah, I'm in Atlanta. And you ask them, where you live at? Well, I'm in Alpharetta. Nigga, you don't
You live in Atlanta? Nigga, that's Alpharetta. You
Nigga,
probably
live
Lake
in
Lanier,
But they
nigga.
looking to
Right,
go
right.
and have shit to do.
You
That was
probably Lake
perfect.
Lanier.
That was a
I'm,
genius move.
yeah,
I'm getting married at the Avalon of Alpharetta.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love it out there. It's safer. You ain't got to worry about your car getting broken into.
Oh man, that's
You dig
talking
what I'm
about.
saying?
You go to SDKs, come out. You've been on had a good
Shout out,
night,
hey,
man.
We going to the crew, man.
Yeah, man.
What's your best night?
Right now, the best nights is Saturday nights.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's a hip hop lit every Saturday lit. I was about to say that next. Detour Thursdays is you know I'm
Look at that. Look, that's a nigga. Look. That's a nigga that look. He like Detour Thursdays. You better get there on a Thursday night.
I
Yeah.
can stop working to say that. They can say Detour Thursday.
Thursday.
So what's Detour Thursdays, right? So y'all know my family Jamaican,
Okay.
and there's
You
no
got
way
the red stripes and all that in there.
Come on. We gotta get
You
some.
got the red stripes in there. I was playing.
But it's no way in hell we was gonna do I was gonna do a night spot and not have a Caribbean night.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So Thursday nights is the international night, big vibes, and you know Mondays is our R&B night.
I was just about that. Do y'all do an R&B?
Yeah, Mondays is the R&B
I ain't
night.
gonna lie, them R&B nights taking over.
They are.
I
They
ain't
are.
gonna lie. That's
They
the
are.
vibe now.
Nigga don't be
Niggas
want to
even
club,
wanna-
man. Yo, man, y'all get out of here with that, man.
Niggas don't even want to hear my boy Future and them in the club no more, man. They want to hear. They want to hear. Come and talk to me.
They want to sing.
They want to sing all night.
That's
For
a
real.
fact. It ain't-
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So and then man, like this year, I just been trying to focus on just investing. You know what I'm saying? Like I ran the bag up in trucking. My course went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Made some real good money with that. It is what it is. And right now I'm just trying to diversify my income. And you know, David Shands actually posted something.
Shout out to Dave.
Shout out to Dave, man.
My nigga.
Shout out to David. He posted something that hit me in the heart 6 months ago. He said, "Yo, I don't know the exact word, but he was like, yo, we gotta get into businesses that don't rely on our popularity." Right?
That's gonna go over a lot of people's heads. Say that again. We got to get into business that.
Yeah, that don't rely on your popularity.
Because you know, I hate the word influencer, public figure, all that crap. It is what it is, though. We outside, we out here, right? The brand is out here, but it's just important that we are invested into businesses that don't depend on our popularity, especially in cancel culture.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they'll love you one day.
Yeah, hate you the next.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So this year, I'm just like, yo, like I just gotta all power moves that don't got nothing to do with Alix Good Energy. And man, I talk about relationships. Relationships will open up doors that your money can't. Always remember that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Well, we talk about that all the time. Relationships, man. You want relationships over everything, man. Relationships, man.
It's gonna open up the doors that your money can't.
Yep.
And I had a good relationship with somebody that gave me an invitation, man. It's the basketball version of Top Golf.
Fucking
Goat,
goat, son.
It's
That's
called,
goat.
It's
shit.
called Jump Shot.
Do you understand what that shit about to do?
I already
You know how
know.
long niggas been talking about like, damn, we could go, bruh, and then y'all come with that
Man,
shit. I
guess
say,
what, man? You know what, man? Grown people be at Dave and Buster's. They take that shit over from the kids.
Yeah.
You be at the jump shot. It be all niggas 20 and older. All the kids running around playing everything else.
Yeah.
All the older niggas be
That's
at
all
the
grown
joint.
niggas going
That's
through.
hard, man. So how y'all came up? Who came up with the idea? Man?
It wasn't me. It got brought to me. I actually seen. It's so funny, man. I saw it on Instagram one day. I seen the advertisement for the concept.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, they about to kill it, right? And then 2 weeks later, I'm in a room and I'm sitting next to the dude who is on the board and having a random conversation. And he's like, hey, Alix, I know who you are, man. I love what you got going on. I've been actually trying to reach out to you, man. You probably didn't check my DMs, but I got a play, and I think that you would be amazing to be a part of this. I said, what is it? He pulls out his phone and he shows it to me. I said, I said, that's you? He's like, yeah. I flew out to Seattle. I saw the prototype. I actually played on it. I can't discuss that, but when I tell you it's addictive, this thing it's probably the biggest investment that I ever made. It's the biggest investment I ever made in my life. And it was the easiest decision to make in my life. And I'm just excited because I know what it's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So
especially Atlanta turned everything up.
Yeah,
You go to Top Golf in Vegas. Top Golf in Vegas is butt compared to Atlanta Top Golf. You get bottle service, everything. So I just know that joint gonna be top of the line.
Yeah, shout out to my partners. Shout out to Yusuf, Akil, DJ Khaled.
Yeah, I seen Khaled on there too.
Ken,
actually, Deadlift Shrimp. Y'all got mad people.
And I want to say this too. I want to say one more thing, right? It's just important that we take our businesses seriously, and we really like get on our grind. For the people that's watching this, you still you need motivation. Like, I'm gonna give you some motivation real quick. It's important that you take your grind seriously, and when you do have a window of opportunity, I say it all the time, if you execute during your season, it could become your life forever. A lot of times we get these opportunities and we play with it. You dig what I'm saying? But if you get yourself in position, see, this opportunity that I had, it wouldn't have meant nothing if I wasn't disciplined enough and even having the funds put aside to be able to make the investment.
Facts.
So how people become successful is they're in a position to where they can move on those opportunities.
Yeah.
Follow me.
That discipline to get yourself right for that.
The relationship wouldn't have meant nothing if when they mentioned what the minimum was to invest, if I didn't have that available.
Right.
But my discipline and my grind made that investment available to be able to jump on that opportunity. So if you execute during your season, when you get some momentum in your business and things start rolling, don't let your foot off the gas.
Yeah.
Because if you execute during your season, it could become your life forever.
Fire.
That's dope.
If you execute in
That's
your
hard,
season,
man.
it could
That's
become
hard.
your life
That's
forever.
hard. And hey, man, y'all about to. That's man. Y'all, man, you probably gonna open up like 10. Y'all gonna probably open up like 10 more of those.
That shit is gonna be the biggest shit ever, man.
For real.
I get chills thinking about it, bro. Like I'm so excited, and we revealed it at my birthday party.
That's
Right.
Yeah.
That was dope.
That was a lot of
saying.
first time shit at your 40th, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. For 40 was good,
Yeah,
man.
for
40 was good.
Facts.
That's hard.
Now we gotta do a party every year. Now
Hey, look, I
They
told you.
gonna be on
Hey, yo, you
And
thought
you
I was
had the
playing
top
with you,
shit.
man. Look, man, ain't been a party like that in Atlanta since Big Meats, man.
Nah, that's what
I
they
know
saying.
P and them do. Pete, shout out to P Heat, because Hannah do her thing too. But Alex, you snap, bro. Like,
what they
you
said.
snap, bro, for real. Like, and that's just
And for
giving
you
your
to
flowers.
come off of like, yo, them niggas is like, them like certain type of people. When you come out the blue, like, yo, boom, this my part, and these people show up, it's like, that shit was
And
respect.
like you said, I had Kiki White, man. You know what, man?
Kiki White sang me happy
Sing me
birthday. Crazy.
sing me happy birthday. Man, you know what Kiki used to do to us back when she...
And I like how you posted your bloopers too, because you
Yeah.
bust your ass out there too.
Yo,
Yeah.
I said, yo, this nigga just fell hard as a bit. Coming out there, that's where you want
you
your
want to show
rain
it?
to stop.
Go ahead and roll it right now. Go ahead and roll it.
Roll the blooper, man.
Make sure y'all get y'all drink on. Thank y'all so much for coming to celebrate with me. Y'all all look beautiful. Let's party. There's a whole lot of black excellence, whole lot of money in here.
That's right.
Man, come on, y'all. Let's party, man. Let's get it. Turn it up just a little bit more. Let's party. Let's go.
So now that y'all seen it, right? I gotta give y'all the backstory. This is what I'm coming out at the. You know when it's your birthday party,
It's
you
your
come
grand
and you do
entrance.
the grand entrance.
Right.
You
So
just
I'm
ask
coming
for rain
out.
to stop all that.
Everybody got their phones out. I'm walking out the backyard, going down the steps. Everybody's recording me. It's my grand entrance.
Yeah.
And then as I
What you had?
walk,
What you had? The red bottles on? What you had on, man?
I forgot what I
shoes you
had.
had
Some
on?
Air Force
Upsword,
Ones.
yeah,
I had
some
some
Oh,
He
man.
had the upsword.
Oh,
But
man.
remember, it rained.
Yeah,
Remember, it rained.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
could
they
tell by
dried
the
it
fall
up.
it was still
Right,
wet. I
right,
said, oh yeah, it was slippery.
So
Sunset.
everything is perfect, bro. The vibe is perfect. And I get down the steps, and yo, it was like slow motion. I said, hold on. Am I falling?
Not me. On my 40.
Yo, so and it wasn't a regular fall. This is like,
Slow mo.
yo, no.
Oh.
This is like
Yeah, where the
my
crib-
soles was in the air.
Yeah,
Fall.
yeah, facts. Yeah, you bust
Like
your
feet
ass.
to the air fall.
Yeah, you bust
Oh,
your
you
ass.
fell hard like
Oh,
that? Oh,
God.
like nobody
What?
can help you.
Like he was hurt. I thought like, damn. That nigga, he jumped up though. You
Yeah.
yeah. Pee?
What you was drinking? What you was drinking?
I don't remember, but listen, I wasn't hurt though. It looked worse than it was. I didn't feel one.
Yeah, I see
I'm
how you
straight.
jumped up. You was like, yo,
Yeah.
laughed it off, and
Laughed
still
it
probably
off.
said, yeah, that was a fun moment. It's your birthday. You fought.
But you know what's so solid though? Nobody posted it.
Yeah.
That's
Nobody
dope.
posted it.
That's love.
Fire.
That's love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know everybody had it.
yeah
I
everybody.
was like,
had
yo,
it.
y'all rock with me for real.
Yeah.
So I said, you know, let me go ahead and put it
Post
out
for
in case.
myself.
Yeah.
Right.
So let me ask you, man, you still be DJing?
Hell yeah, I love DJing, man.
Word.
So the DJing thing, I during the pandemic, during the lockdown,
Mhm.
when I was locked up in my condo at the time, and I just told myself, I said, look, man, I got to come out this pandemic with a new skill
Right.
while I was in the crib.
Oh, so you learn how to do it.
Yeah, so I ordered all the equipment. I was in my condo at the in Buckhead, and I ordered everything. I had nobody to teach me. This is like in the middle of the lockdown.
Yeah.
And I just stayed in my condo and I just practiced because I always knew how to pick music, but I just didn't know how to DJ.
Right.
So literally, I spent like 6 months in the crib during the pandemic. I taught myself, and now
You're
it's crazy.
nice. You're a duo,
Yeah,
huh?
I'm nice.
All type
Right?
of music.
Yeah, all type of
Yeah.
music.
Well,
What's
that's
your
fine.
go-to? What's your
R&B.
joint? R&B.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that nigga ain't playing.
I gotta. Okay, I gotta check you out one night. I
Yeah,
gotta check
I'm
you
nice.
out.
I'm gonna do something at Crew. Probably next month. I'm a DJ at Crew.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I got to pull up. I got to come check
Absolutely.
you
Coming
out.
out there anyway, but
Yeah.
let us know when you do
DJ,
something.
I definitely want to see you DJ, man.
It's a vibe.
Hey, look, cause I'm an R&B dude, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna look like Alix. That wasn't it now.
Nah, I'm
You got-
nice.
You got more hits. You could have hit him with.
Nah, I'm nice.
Cause me and my whole shout out to my boy Jordan.
Yeah.
We was at the house. He was fronting on me. I'm like, man, my R&B playlist is a little hard.
Mm-hmm.
My shit hard now.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
you
gotta
nice.
have that
You nice.
heat.
I don't have
Yeah.
fast on nothing I do. I
Look,
promise.
that's what's up. I believe you though, because you said you went 6 months in the lab.
Yeah.
And guess what? I heard you earlier. You said you went 6 months when you started your trucking business.
Absolutely. That's the magic number right there.
Yeah, that's 6
Yeah.
months. Y'all better stop playing.
Yeah.
I heard you say that. That's half a year.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and you get it down to a T.
Yes, sir.
So, man, what you think about women getting into trucking, man? How you feel about that? Because I see a lot of women doing it now. Like when my dad was doing trucking, it wasn't a lot of women doing that because they, but now a lot of women getting into it.
I'm gonna just jump out there. I think women actually do trucking better than men.
That's dope. That's hard. Shout out to the women.
Attitude
man.
and energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just pay more attention to detail.
Yeah.
Women always like that, anyways, though.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of my students,
Focus on getting a job.
students is women, and they don't play. Even drivers. I got some of my best drivers is women. You know what I'm saying? They keep the truck clean. They on time. So shout out to the women. And a lot of people think that trucking is just a male dominated industry.
Yeah.
And it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustle. It's a hustle dominated industry. You gotta have hustle. You
Right.
gotta have grit and you gotta have patience. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah, women is gonna take over trucking. That's my prediction.
Damn,
My
that's
homegirl
crazy.
was the first person I seen do it. She started with she did the little passenger van joint first. She was driving
Sprinters.
them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She was doing them shits, and then she was like, "Fuck that." She went got her CD, learned how to drive them. Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian. Shout out to Adrian.
She
Yeah.
went and got her shit, and I seen her post on her story. She back in that shit. I'm like,
Mhm.
hold on, you driving?
Yeah,
She
it's
like,
dope to
yeah,
see.
Yeah, it's fire.
It's so
You
dope
gotta-
to see.
Yeah.
And trucking is so dope because there's so many different ways to skin a cat in trucking. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the ways that we really helped a lot of people since 2020, especially, was dispatching.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't know about that.
And I ain't gonna take all the credit for exposing people to it, but I really don't remember seeing anybody that was doing it when I was doing it back in 2015. But it's something that is dope because you're literally able to make money off of other people's trucking companies. So let's just say if you got a trucking company and I'm just not in position to actually buy a truck right now, right? You own a trucking company, you got trucks, you got drivers, but you also got other businesses and you ain't got the time to really be dealing with the day-to-day operations with your trucking company, right? So here I am, I'm a dispatcher, I know how to negotiate. I'm gonna book your loads for you. I'm gonna basically find the freight that you get loaded onto your truck. I'm gonna communicate with your driver. I'm gonna give him his pickup addresses, his delivery addresses. I'm gonna make sure he gets there on time, and I'm basically running up the bag for you. I need 10% though. So if I make your truck $10,000, for example, in a week, I'll make $1,000 because I negotiated $10,000 worth of freight for your truck, right? So that's one truck. Let's just say if you got 3 trucks, right? It'll take me anywhere from like 5 to 15 minutes for real to find the load, book it, and get that load picked up and delivered as far as the negotiation part of it, right? I move on to your second truck. So what if you got 3 trucks? That's $30,000, 10,000 each truck, for example, in a week. $30,000 that I made you, 10%, I get 3,000 of that. I tell people that comfortably one person should dispatch about anywhere from 5 to 7 trucks max. That way you're not stretching yourself thin. So just do the math. If you are dispatching for 7 trucks at 10%,
that's 7,000 for the month or for the week.
For the week.
Yeah.
Right.
And you don't own no truck, you don't have any liability for if that truck breaks down, you ain't got to pay the truck note.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
You just orchestrate the deal. Once it's signed, it was you.
And the hardest part, honestly, is finding clients, obviously, like, right? So what I tell people is like, if you just find one client and help that person grow, the better that you're able to, the more money you're able to make that client, the more he'll be able to get another truck. So the goal is to get clients and help them grow. But it's a numbers game. So the more trucks that you dispatching for, the more money that you can make, and you can do it from home. So imagine during the pandemic, imagine everybody is getting laid off from their jobs. Nobody going into the office, and then my people are making money from home, because guess what never stopped during the pandemic?
Trucking.
Them trucks never stopped. You dig what I'm saying? Everything stopped, but guess what? It still better be food in them supermarkets. Right? It better be fuel at the gas stations.
Right.
How you think the fuel gets to the gas stations? On them fuel trucks. So the pandemic was such an eye-opener for me, and it made me feel so happy that I got into my industry, because I know that no matter what happens in the world, my trucks will never stop, and I sleep good at night knowing that. Even though we got ups and downs, I'm planted heavily into an industry that, like, you want to see a real pandemic, let them trucks stop. You want to see the purge? You want to see the purge for real? Let them trucks stop.
Y'all remember when the gas? Y'all remember when the Turk?
You see what I'm
when they
saying?
had that bad weather storm and the trucks couldn't get from Texas to here to bring gas?
Yeah.
Oh, people couldn't. Hey, you'll see it. Like let the gas trucks can't get here.
For real.
Yeah.
That'll be the purge when you go to the supermarket. There ain't no food in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Or ain't no gas in the at the gas stations.
And the house next door to you got they whole shit loaded. Oh man.
And you know, and let's
We
be
coming
real.
through the window.
We coming through that jack.
That's crazy.
And let's be real. Like
that's
real estate, they say real estate creates the most millionaires, and that's true. But do you realize that real estate don't exist without the trucks? How does the material to even build real estate get there? How does the bricks, the concrete,
Lumber.
you know what I'm saying? So
trucks
trucking was
run the world.
Yeah, trucking wasn't the sexiest industry. When I got into it, trucking wasn't sexy. I think I made it sexy. But
Take the credit, man. Talk
It
your
is what it
shit,
is.
man. What he said, talk your shit, Jordan, man. Talk your shit, Alex, man.
Yeah,
For
man.
real, man. That's hard. So
So,
people don't
yeah.
think like I learned that too. So when you go out the country, I went out the country during the pandemic. So Jamaica hadn't seen a ship in like 2 years. It wasn't no like boats coming across. People don't know that fucked their economy up. No tourists coming over, because tourists really bring money to those countries and stuff on them ships and stuff like that, or the goods and everything.
Yeah.
They hadn't seen a ship like come over like with tourists and all that. Like it's that's real.
Trucking is in America is an $800 billion a year industry. It's 2.2 million trucks that are on the roads.
Truck, nigga.
You know what I'm saying right now, right? But let me give y'all some real game real quick. Out of those 2.2 million trucks, right? Like, do you realize that 85% of the trucking companies are made up of 3 trucks and less? A lot of people don't know that. You'll think
3 trucks.
Yeah,
and less.
you hear about the big companies like JB Hunt.
Yeah.
You know, they got hundreds and thousands of trucks,
yeah.
right? But what people don't understand is that 80 to 85% of the trucking industry is made up of small carriers with 3 trucks or less.
Wow, that's deep.
What the
dude.
fuck?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, small carriers. So that's why it's so important. Like
What they
even
taking on like how that shit work?
Yeah, how that work?
that just shows you how many of us is it.
Oh,
But
okay,
but
okay,
that's
so-
why.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why it was so important, and I think that's why the impact has been so crazy with Good Energy Worldwide, because like I tell people all the time, everybody's gonna jump into trucking, but my goal was to help people do it the right way the first time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you
So you
don't
don't gotta make
so you
the
don't
mistakes.
gotta
You gotta go
bump
through
your
what I
head.
went through.
Yeah, we got to increase the success rate, Because a lot of people come into this game and it's always going to be education before compensation.
Yeah.
It ain't the other way around. You can't come in here. This ain't the game. You just come in and just try to figure it out as you go. Not trucking. It's too expensive for you to come out here playing. You know what I'm saying?
Send a nigga to the wrong route.
This ain't it. This ain't that. It's a lot. You're gonna be out of business, and everybody don't have the opportunity to be able to give it another shot like I did in 2012. I was blessed. I went out of business, and I had the funds and the opportunity to get back in business. Everybody don't got that opportunity, so that's why I take what I do very, very seriously because I know
what I had.
with this, it's a big boy industry right here. This ain't, you can't come in here playing.
That's real. That's real. So man, tell people about the Circle of CEOs, man.
Yeah.
Tell them how y'all started it. How long has it been since y'all started that?
I think we started the Circle. Man, what was this? 20. I think it was right before the pandemic. I think it was. We just went out to eat. We went out to eat one day. It was me, Jason, him 500, and Neo. We was out to eat at Pasha.
Shout out to Pasha.
And then Justin actually just showed up randomly. He's like, yo, where y'all at? He just hit one of us up and was like, yo, I'm about to pull up. That's how Justin got into the Circle of CEOs. He just happened to show up that day at lunch.
Shout out to my boy, missed 2 weeks out, man. Pull up, man.
That's new. That's new age CEO.
Yeah.
And then what happened was how the circle formed was that we was all like doing good in our businesses. We was real friends. We was hanging out all the time. And then we decided that we wanted to give back to the community. And we started doing philanthropy work. So I never forget the Thanksgiving. We went to Kroger in the hood. We went to Kroger on the east side of Wesley Chapel or something like that. And it was Thanksgiving. And we jumped on the registers and told everybody, yo, y'all grocery Thanksgiving food is on us.
Oh, that's dope. Congratulations.
And then I think we ran up, I think the tab was like $40,000 in Kroger's that day. And we was literally just trying to get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't recording or nothing like that. We just went in there and the tab went up to like 40 grand. And then it was the customers that was like videotaping us. They was going live and then the news showed up. And then all the news stations started hitting us up to do interviews. And I never forget the news people was just like, okay, so today we have Alix Get Energy, New Age CEO, Mr. 2 Weeks Out, him 500, Neo DeBeast. Like they kept having to say all the names and it was annoying. He was like, yo, we got to come up with a name. So we came up with Mr. 2 Weeks Out. You know, he a funny guy. He wanted to call us the CEO cartel. I said, yo, bro. I said, we not using cartel.
Shout out to my boy today. He's in his pool with his bottle of champagne. Talking about some on my nigga shit today.
Yeah. That's Jason. So he wanted to call us the CEO.
Yeah.
I said, we not gonna use them people's name, man. So
CEO cartel. What do y'all run around call y'all the CEO cartel? They been
Jason, I said we ain't doing that, my boy.
Right.
So the Circle of CEOs was the name we ran with, man, and it's been a blessing, bro. We done did so much give backs. You know, it really came from us giving back together, man. And you know, we get money together, we make investments together. Then we started doing conferences. Our first conference we did like 3,000 people in Atlanta a couple of years ago.
Mr. 2 Weeks Out told us that on the show. He was like, man, how I feel to break $1 million between you and your homeboys in one day. That shit was hard.
It was a blessing. We did $1 million in one day when we did that conference together. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just so dope because everybody got their own movement. We all got our own platforms, our own brand. And as individually, we all have our own movements. But man, it's just something about when we all together, like when all 5 of us walk into a room, bruh, it's like Voltron, man. It's just the energy is just ridiculous from the people. So we was just like, man, we stronger together, man. So you know, we just put our pride aside, and you know, we just do a lot of stuff together now, and we see that it's a difference.
That's dope.
That's
That's dope. I like that. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because a lot of people, don't know that y'all got the Circle of CEOs, and that's dope, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, man, I definitely y'all got merch, everything.
all
Him
that.
500 go crazy with the y'all go.
Everybody
crazy.
got their own brand. We all men
right.
individually, but it's just something when we come together, it just hit different, man.
That's hard.
Yeah.
And y'all dope too, cause y'all ain't no crabs in the bucket.
Hell
shit.
nah.
Happy.
And we all different. Ain't nobody alike. We all different. And it's so funny because we all got different relationships with each other. Like my relationship, I've been best friends with Jason for 23 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. He
You know
told
what
us
I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah,
that's my best friend. I ain't missed a day of talking to him in 22, 23 years. We talked every single day for 23 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then me and 500, I'm the one that brought 500 around. I met him at a conference, at the ET conference 3 years ago. So me and him started off first, and then, you know, so everybody got their own individual relationships.
Yeah, I be seeing Neo and him going at it.
They Beavis and Butthead. That's what I call them.
That's dope.
So,
that's dope. And I like I said, I seen y'all interview y'all talking about, finding y'all dads and all that, man. How was that, man?
Oh man, you gotta go there.
Yeah. How was that, man?
Whew. you know, just imagine being 39 years and never laying eyes on your dad before, you know what I'm saying? And he's alive and, you know, never being on FaceTime with him, don't even know what he looked like. I could have been in the elevator with my dad 4 months ago and I wouldn't have known he was my dad. You dig what I'm saying? So that was a little weird. It was cool though. My mom did an amazing job, but it was always a void. And it was always some underlying issues that I had that I didn't even realize that I had with that situation. It was abandonment issues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Commitment issues. There was a lot of things that I had to identify. You know who called me out on it? Shout out to E.T. Eric Thomas, you know, E.T. the hip hop preacher.
Yeah, I'm E.T.
You know,
Shout
he's
out
my
to
mentor / friend / business partner.
Right.
And I wanted to go on tour with E.T. Like that was always my dream. Once I really got in my speaking bag, I always wanted to like get on stage with him. You dig what I'm saying? And and he said something to me, man. He was like, yo, Alix, like I would love, you know what I'm saying, to do some things with you. He was like, but I can't bring you in front of my people until you make yourself whole. I said, what you mean by that? He said, yo, you got some issues and you got to meet your father. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought I was like, damn, you're right.
Man,
Like I can't bring you in front of my people because you got some open wounds that you got to fix first. And it was at that moment I started on my journey to find my father. And it's funny, Jason actually was the one that put it together. He found my cousin on my father's side. They planned the whole thing in Miami 3 months ago. They set it up at Prime 112 for me to meet my father. It's on my page. And man, it was unreal, bro. Like just driving down Ocean Drive, knowing that in 2 blocks,
I'm about to
see the man that made me.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? And probably one of the most surreal moments, bro. I got out the car and walked up to my man, you know what I'm saying? And he had tears in his eyes. And this is the first person that looked like me. I ain't never seen a man that looked like me before.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like it looked like your twin, right?
I was like, damn, that's where I get my nose from. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we had a conversation. I asked him all the hard questions.
Damn, so you did. You did it.
Yeah. I sat next to him and we chopped it up, man. After about an hour, it was just like kicking it with the homie, man. And you know, and we've been texting, we've been keeping in touch. It's the first year. He wished me happy birthday for the first time when I turned 40. You know what I'm saying? It was
your 40th is legendary.
Yeah, it was a legendary year.
That's
for
a
me.
blessing, bro.
Facts.
Shout out, dude. That's hard, man.
Yeah, so it's like a big weight off my shoulder now. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So,
that's dope, man. I see it in your eyes, bro. I see it. That's because I ain't gonna lie. Like I always tell people growing up, I had the cheat code. Like me and my dad, like best friends. I talk to him every day. We sit there. Like I tell him, me and my dad ain't never had a dispute.
Wow.
I never had an argument with my father. Right now, my dad could call me and curse me out. I ain't gonna say nothing back to him because that's like, you know what I'm saying? So I always tell people that, man, like that was my cheat code. I grew up with my mom and my dad. They wasn't together, but they lived on the same street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's a
it
blessing.
was always like I go across the street and talk to him and stuff like that. So for you, in one day, just to do all that, and I know that's a lot of emotion,
so many
bro.
years,
For so many, because
like
you looking at your mom do everything.
Yeah, she did
like,
everything.
yo,
She held me down. Shout out to mine because
She did everything. I
did
seen
a
you
hell
put
of
her
a
in the
job.
Maybach truck and y'all rode around for your birthday. Yeah.
mom living her best, retired, debt-free life right now, man. Ain't can't find a bill to pay right now. You do, yeah.
And
That's
like
love.
you said, it be them underlying issues and stuff that you deal with that you don't really notice because growing up without them, you just like, yo, I'm good. I don't
good.
I don't need them. I don't need them.
I ain't need them, but it
Real
be
talk.
certain shit within. Like,
Shout out to
talk.
you. That's
you know
hard.
what I'm saying?
'Cause it
'Cause
take,
I went through that, like
Yeah.
not having minds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I could relate to that. Like I always thought, yeah, I'm cool, I'm good.
Yep.
And once you meet them and you understand and you hear the stories or you get their perspective of it, like, damn, you humans, like, and you grew up in a different time, a different era. So it's like, yeah, that shit's crazy.
Hell yeah.
No, that's why I say that's dope though. It's just like, man, like, as a man, you don't gotta forget. You like, you can be on some what's name. You can like, fuck him.
Yeah.
You forgave him, and you know what I'm saying. You learned from it.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's
And your man really the one for
yeah.
that.
Shout out to ET for
To
giving.
notice it and to say, yo,
Yeah.
like, yo, you got to heal this, and then we could go and do
Yeah,
that.
you ain't get, you know, because you know you could be like, you could have been like, man, fuck you, man. You ain't got to tell me. You dead ass. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You could have been in your feelings, and you was like, you know what? Let me do.
But
that.
that's why it's so important to have real people in your life, man, because you know it's not easy to tell somebody, that grown man, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that realness just created what happened. And you asked me about my mental health. That has a lot to do with it too. I should have brought that up. Like even closing that chapter got my mental a lot better now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So let me ask you a question, man. Would you go in business with somebody that you dislike? Would you do business with somebody that you know what I'm saying, like a troll on the internet, or somebody that's been trolling you, and would you do business with them?
So I'm not a person that really reacts off emotions. I think I can possibly be in business with somebody I don't like, but I don't think I could be in business with somebody I don't respect. And I think there's a difference. You cannot like somebody and still respect them. People I couldn't be in business with is people that don't take care of their kids. Anybody that has any type of domestic violence with women. And and anybody with dealing with children and stuff, like messing with children and stuff. Right. I don't respect you, so I can't do business with those type of people.
Right. Now I've been on them, like, just on listening to books and all that, and the 48 Laws of Power. They would say do business with somebody that you know what I'm saying, but I don't see how a lot of people could do that. You know what I'm saying? But like
that you don't like.
Yeah, because you, like you said, the respect thing.
Yeah, I like that. That point is very hard. Disliking somebody in respect, because of respect. When you don't respect somebody, that's a whole different chapter. Right. Like, when I don't respect you, it's really no care for you.
Right.
I could dislike you, and we could still cohabit. We could still be in the same space. But if I respect you and dislike enemies, nigga who don't. But if I got a mutual respect for you and we in a certain space, when I catch you with your kids or something about respect, we ain't gonna take it there.
Right.
You feel me? But when it ain't no respect, it's like.
And some people are just really good at what they do, and you might not like some of their personality traits, but they just might be a beast, and that's what creates a successful business. I don't know if y'all ever heard of the assessment test. Have you ever heard of the DISC assessment?
No.
All right, so that's okay. So the DISC assessment, ET actually has it. It's a test that you can take, and it basically explains what type of personality that you are, and it exposes your strengths and your weaknesses, whether it's personal or business, right? So if you have a company, you got to have different type of people in your company who like my man who's behind the computer right now. That might be something that he's good at. He's good at making sure that the visuals are straight, making sure the sound and the audio is good. Like, he's a beast with that, right? But you might not be good at that. You good at being on camera.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? You might be the person that's the funny one. They just get the room laughing. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but what happens is you can't have everybody that want to be on camera.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, if everybody on your team wanted to be sitting on this couch right now, this wouldn't work. Yeah. I wouldn't have this camaraderie right now that y'all got right now, these people that's coming to support you. Because everybody be feeling the same way, I want to be on the couch. Everybody understands their role, and they're comfortable with their role, and they play their position.
Right. And that's why it's a team.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What? Oh, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, if I identify his role in the company, he might be a little goofy. I'm like, my nerves a little bit, but he a beast at that. I'm gonna go ahead and rock with my man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, as long as I respect you.
Right. So you feel.
And I think everybody should do that. Everybody should take the DISC assessment, especially if you got a company, because sometimes you might have somebody in a role that might not be for them.
Yeah.
And you upset with them because you like, damn, like they not
I ain't fulfilling the job. Like, damn,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm doing it. But it's like
you
might
ever
have been in it just because, damn, I know I'm going to get this check. I'm going to try to do what I can. But it ain't my best attribute. But shit, I'm going to show up. But we got a different expectation for you because you took on the job.
You ever go to a restaurant and the person that's taking your order, she just got the nastiest attitude?
Right. Hey, I
wish everybody went through Chick-fil-A training.
Hey, me too.
God damn.
We were just talking about that at my homeboy house. I was saying, like, I'll take service over. Like, sometimes if the service is good, you'll forget about how fucked up the food is. If you got good service, like, you get what I'm saying? But if people walking around like and all that and beatboxing and shit while you work, like, ain't nobody tell you come to this job.
But not even that. My point was going to be is that person that's taking your order, she might be better at being in a warehouse.
Yeah.
But they didn't threw her in the waitress position because they don't know what her DISC assessment is. Yeah. They don't know what her strong points is. So when everybody takes that DISC assessment, now you can realize, that's a person, she need to do this role right here. This person need to be handling the numbers. This person need to be picking up the phones and doing customer service.
Right.
So what is it like? What you just grab? You got like a little set of questions you answer?
Yeah, it's
You feel-
online. Just
Oh,
just
okay.
Google ET disc assessment.
Assessment, okay.
Yeah, I don't get no money off of that. That's my guy
Yeah.
though. So
No, but that's just with defining yourself, because like yo, you.
And when you in
I think
business,
any
you want to,
person
like you said, you want
their
to know.
strong
Yeah,
points and their
yeah.
weaknesses, you know.
and in relationships, personal relationships too.
Right.
You got to learn how to deal and talk to people and with the strongs. Like you can't expect people to be something that they're not.
That's crazy. So how do you feel like everybody need a mentor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Elaborate on it.
Man, listen. Y'all wouldn't have no need to have me on this couch right now if it wasn't for my mentors. You understand? There was some things, some advice that I got. See, not only do you have to have a mentor, but what's even more important is being coachable. Because you can have the best mentors in the world. If you ain't coachable, if you don't listen, it don't mean nothing. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can attribute a lot of my success to me listening and shutting the hell up. For real, like I got a lot of my success from just shutting up, listening, and actually doing what the OGs told me to do. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that CJ told me, shout out to CJ, who's ET's business partner, is my guy. When I first met him, the first thing he told me was like, yo, clean up your IG page. I said, what you mean? He was like, yo, you supposed to be the trucking guy. You know, when I go on your page, it's 80% personal stuff, lifestyle, and only 20% trucking. Flip that around. I said, word? I'm like, that it ain't gonna be a cool page like that no more. But I was like, I'll do it. So when I started teaching this stuff, when you went to my page, you knew exactly what I do. You know, I do trucking and I teach this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that was like, I'm just coming. That's one of 50 pieces of advice that I got that I applied.
Right.
So that's how I went from 800 followers when I met him to now 250,000. But the right followers, it ain't about how many followers you got. It's about having the right followers. How do you get the right followers? You feed them
what they want.
You keep feeding them, and then they keep forwarding it, and that's how you get the right followers. That's why when I do a sale, that's why when I do a sale, you know what I'm saying?
We with you.
Yeah, it get crazy.
Right.
Because I got
You understand what's going on. Yeah.
Right.
I make a post and it's because I got the right followers.
Yeah.
So mentors, whoo,
right.
You know, man, I could have crashed out, man.
Right.
I'd have crashed out, bro. Like we all want to be successful.
Yeah, we all
in our 20s coming up. We all want to be successful. The most dangerous thing that you can do is get successful and not be mentally prepared for it. Oh my God.
Because like you get the money.
The end of everything.
You can get successful and don't know, like you said, it might not be your time. You got it, and you can't do nothing. You don't know what to do with it.
I need you to understand that one of the most dangerous things that can happen to a black man, especially, is to get the success before you have your mind right. You will crash out. You'll end up on cocaine.
Yeah, facts. No facts.
You understand?
No, that's
so.
A fact.
I've been grinding. I've always been a hustler. I always had work ethic. I always was a grinder, and I always did good for myself. But I never got to the next level of true success, and whatever your definition is, but what mine was. Until I got the right people in my corner to get in my ear, to get my mind right, to where I was able to handle what came with being successful. Some people, if you get $1 million, you will crash out.
Fact. Not knowing what to do, not knowing how to invest, not knowing how to control yourself.
Not just that, you will fuck it up.
Discipline.
You don't know what to do with it. You ain't never had that. You don't know what to do.
So look how God works. He puts ET in my life. He put CJ in my life. He put Jamal, 95 million in my life. These dudes, I respect their opinion. I don't want to disappoint them. ET done put his face on me. He co-signed me when he, you know what I'm saying? Like he put his face on me. This is the #1 motivational speaker in the world.
Yeah.
So now I'm held to a certain standard to the public now. That's why you're not gonna see nothing reckless on my page. You ain't gonna see me moving crazy, because I'm held accountable now.
Yeah.
So then, after 2018, my life started changing. My business went viral. Now I'm getting the money's coming in. But by the time the money start coming in, I got my mind right, and I respect money at this point. I respect. See, what happens is you got to respect money. Because money is like a female. If you don't respect a female, after a while, what's she gonna do?
Leave.
She gonna leave you.
Yeah, word.
A lot of times we getting money and we just spend it. We don't got no respect for it, and then you end up losing it. So once I respected money, once I understood how important it was to invest, once I understood how important it was, okay, once you start making it, don't start spending it immediately. Once I started understanding, before you get the cars, get the real estate first, get you a house to park in the garage first. Don't be ghetto and have all these cars in the apartment in the parking deck. This is the mindset that I was being trained on, man.
That mentor.
The mentors, man, and that hold you accountable, man.
Yeah, that accountability is key.
Cause ET said we could get off this, but ET was like, "Look, Alex,
we ain't got to. That's dope, man. I always, cause I always ask, and I met a guy in the LA Fitness. You know what I'm saying? And I always wanted a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the time I'm the guy that's like, you know what I'm saying? I take care of my family. I helped out with a lot of my little cousins and raised them up. You know what I'm saying? I'm really you know what I'm saying? I'm like their big brother a lot of the time. So I never had nobody I had homeboys and we talked and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've always been a good listener.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like nobody age can not tell me what, like somebody younger than me, I can listen to them and find out and get better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like that's wrong with a lot of men. A lot of men don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell them to do something, they'd be like, man, this nigga, look what he got on. Cause we live in that area where people look at, you know what I'm saying, look at the book and they don't open the book. They look at the book like, oh man, this nigga got this and this and that. I would listen to a lot of people. You get what I'm saying? Just to, you know, but a lot of people don't like to do that. You get what I'm saying? So I always ask people about mentoring because, you know what I'm saying, mentoring is big, man. You get what I'm saying? Even when you was older, I mean, when you younger, you coming up, you had a mentor at the camps and all that helped you, like, you know what I'm saying, coaches in your life, football
your whole
coaches.
life, you're dealing with mentors, whether you want to give it that title or not. Like somebody is guiding you or showing you. Or
can I share one more piece of advice I got? CJ,
this your segment, man. Run it. Talk this talk.
CJ told me, he said, yo, bruh, he said, you know how many influencers and people I done seen come up, make millions, and then they broke today or they not relevant no more? He said what a lot of people do is they start off doing something, teaching something, and then they make all their money off the teaching part, and then they stop doing what got them there. CJ was like, no matter what you do, keep running your trucks. Stay in your, no matter how much money you make off the education, speaking, keep doing what got you here. My authority is still active. I'm still running my trucks, even though, you know what I'm saying, I didn't got to comfortable. I'm just being real with you.
Yeah, that's real.
But I'm just giving y'all the type of advice I be getting.
Anything else would I know what started and got me here. I can always bring it back.
I can always go back to it.
Well, like you said, man, I might not get a speaking gig.
Come on, man.
I might not be able to do this and do that. But I know this. Look, like you said, the trucks, I'm still running them. Because
ET said, he like, yo, bro, you know how to get money. He said that's the easy part. He said, I'm in your life to show you how to stay rich forever.
Wow.
He said, yeah, if you just listen to what we say, you when everybody fall off, you still gonna be up. I said, say no more. And they ain't lied to me. Mentors is important, bro.
You know how much of a blessing that is, though, bro?
Shout out to niggas like that.
Like, yo, I don't know. You know how blessed y'all is, bro. Like, to have people around you to want to see you win and want to see, like, man, we from New York. I'm from upstate, you from New York City. We from the crabs in the bucket area.
Yeah, nah, facts only.
You get what I'm saying? So, man, niggas don't want to see you make it before them. Niggas might be like, man, that nigga moving, that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So for you to meet people like that to say, like, bro, like we sitting here, yo, you said you what? You said your company went down? Yo, here go 10,000 from all of us, man. Let's see if you can bounce back. And they want to see you win, they want to see you, man, you don't get that, bro.
In order to attract that, though, you first got to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to be that first.
Yeah.
I was putting out the energy that I want to receive. I was putting out exactly the energy of the people that I wanted around me, bro. That's the only secret I can tell you about it. I never been
say that, man. Look,
I never been a hater.
Yeah.
I've never been a hater, bro.
Me neither.
I never seen somebody doing better than me and had ill feelings about it.
Yeah.
I never hated. I just waited my turn.
Right. There we go.
So that's why I don't really get a lot of it, not obvious hate. I don't get a lot of negative energy because I don't put that out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I be the friend that I wanna attract. I put myself in those rooms with those like-minded individuals that I wanted to surround myself with. I paid $5,000 to go to that cruise with ET in 2018. That's the first conference I ever went to. I ain't never spent $5,000 to go see nobody speak. Something told me like, yo, go ahead and go on that cruise. Go ahead and get that motivation. My business is doing good at this point, but I was like, I just need an extra push. And that $5,000 investment put me in that room to meet ET that brought the millions in.
Change your life.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's hard.
Crazy.
Well, like I said, like a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying? That's big.
Yeah,
man. Like I said, like for somebody to walk up to you and like, I know, man, like you said, this life thing, man, we go through it. We pushing it. Every day we go through it. Man, I know it's a lot of niggas that don't want to see us win, bro.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course not.
Hate it, man. You get what I'm saying?
I was telling my friend the other day, you gotta spoon feed them the success. You can't
Right.
you can't give them too much at one time. You know what I'm saying? You go on my page, you ain't gonna really see too much of the lifestyle. You gonna get a little bit, but you ain't gonna get too much because it goes from they motivated to the envy. Yeah. It goes from motivation to envy.
Well, you just did on like what movie that was. American Gangster. You just went to the fight with the fur on once you dropped your birthday party. That's how they looking at you now. You remember how you got to the fight?
I could have passed. I turned 40.
He had the fur hat on and what's name? They was like that Frank Lucas sitting in front of everybody.
Hey,
they're like this down to see. They're like, oh, so that's the nigga Alix good energy and you dope, bro. I appreciate you coming to bless us. And all that, bro, just to give us some game, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I said, man, I never looked at the trucking business like that.
Yeah.
And I looked at you and you doing your thing like that. And then for somebody, you said, I ain't never had a CDL.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is
still don't got one.
You ain't got to get one.
Yeah.
That's mastered, but you
mastered it. You mastered that joint.
Yeah, and that's
my 3 core principles in business, especially trucking, is master it first, duplicate yourself, and then scale up. Master, duplicate, scale. You figure it out first. You take it serious, you become an absolute beast at it. And then once you become a beast, now you're able to train other beasts.
duplicate.
You see what I'm saying? And that's when you duplicate yourself because you can't do it without the team. So then I brought my cousin, shot to Robbie Good Energy, he came home from jail. I trained him, right? I hired 9 dispatchers underneath my company. And then once I got all my people in place, I duplicated myself. Then we scaled up, you know what I'm saying? At our peak, we was running over 123 trucks, I think it is, in the dispatch service. You know what I'm saying? So master, duplicate, and then scale up, man. Yeah.
And then that's hard. You put your cousin on something. That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope because like.
So the people who be looking like, damn, well, he came in because they'll see, like how you said, they'll look at you right now like, oh, he always had it, boom, da-da-da. So coming into that as far as what revenue or having the money to start up or do this and do that, like, what's that process like? Yeah.
So in 2012, I went and got a loan. You know, 2012, I was living back in my mom's house. We ain't going to the whole story, but 2012, I fell down on my luck, went broke, moved back in with my mom. I told her to give me 6 months. I worked on my credit for those 6 months. Went and got me a line of credit for 30 grand. I used that money for the down payment for our first couple trucks, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But for the people who don't have the capital to get started, buy a truck or whatever, if you can't go the credit route, then dispatching. That's where dispatching came in and changed the game. Because what a lot of people did, you can get up and running as a dispatcher less than $2,000, right? So once you get up and running, a lot of people was using the money that they made from the dispatching, saving that up, and then getting their first truck from there. You know what I'm saying? So dispatching it really changed the game because you really don't got to buy a truck.
Right.
You just had to go out there and hustle and get your clients and start making your percentage like that.
So dispatching, what it take? How much you say it take to start?
Less than $2,000. You know what I'm saying? And then it's so crazy because like. It's just super dope because you're making money by saving people time. And if there's any entrepreneurs watching this right now, what is our biggest asset as a high level entrepreneur?
Time.
Our time, right?
Time. You can't get it back.
Like I don't know about y'all. Like I'll pay whatever if it's gonna save me some time.
Yeah, fact.
You dig what I'm saying? If I can have my time back, I can spend it with my family. So what a dispatcher is doing is they're pretty much freeing up your time as a fleet owner. Like, okay, you got 5 trucks. Instead of you having to be tied down to the office dealing with drivers all day, I'm taking that off your plate. So now you can go out there and go get you some other money.
And make sure all your loads is right. Boom.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a win-win for both parties. The dispatcher gets the 10%.
And I only want 10%.
But he don't got no liability. But then now you get somebody that can run your truck, run your bag up while you focus on getting some other money.
Is that price negotiable, or that's just like the set you get as a dispatch? You get 10%, or is like
That's the price
down?
that I recommend. There's people that do it for
Oh,
less,
oh, okay.
but I just feel like, yo,
Okay, it don't really go over that though.
it can,
Oh,
depending on if
word?
you're doing extra
Mm-hmm.
things for
Okay.
that client.
Okay.
You know, what would be the extra things? 'Cause you already
Um,
getting, like you said, I'm getting you to this,
Yeah.
I'm getting you the
so
low, I'm getting you everything. What would be the extra?
some of the extra things can be doing the paperwork, like doing the invoicing, actually doing the invoicing so that the carrier can get paid, like just submitting their paperwork for them. Another thing can be doing like their IFTA. It's like a IFTA. It's like a tax that you got to pay. It's it's based off your fuel consumption. Um, you can be, instead of just business hours, you can have extended hours where you work past 6 p.m. and you're available 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? It's just little extra things that
Yeah,
you
that you
can
put
As a
in.
dispatcher, you can set all that though, so
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
do
set
that. Add
Yeah.
that into. Oh, okay, that's crazy.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Also, this. Yeah, well, damn.
So I wouldn't go more than 15 though, 15%.
Yeah.
But that's if you just
Nice.
you just taking
Doing
everything.
off the table.
You see
You
what I'm
nice.
saying? Yeah.
You nice.
Mm.
So I seen one of your joints. You was talking about like but that was the tow truck. They was killing y'all with the tow truck.
Yeah.
Elaborate on that. Like what was like?
Well, that wasn't me. That was somebody else that
Mm,
had got a $6,000 tow bill.
wow, that's
Man, it was
For
so
they
controversial.
Truck, for they
Yeah, they was parked illegally at a truck stop, and they got told the dude charged them $6,000, and they was trying to put them out of business. And I just stepped in the middle to get both sides of the story. It was real ugly. It's on my page right now, but at the end of the day,
so that's so what's a reasonable tow bill? Like 6,000? Is that outrageous?
I think it's outrageous a little bit for sure. But that's not my lane for real.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, you can't tell people what to charge. But I just told the tow guy who actually towed it, I said, you got to be a little bit more transparent with how much it costs to get towed. That was the issue, is that he wasn't transparent with the actual guy who got towed. There wasn't no signs that said you're gonna have to pay $6,000 if you park here. So it was just like a learning lesson for both parties. I had just played the middleman just to kind of mediate the situation. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
but
So
the tow game is a whole nother game. It's a lot of money in that game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
I
So
see
the
that.
truck was parked in the
truck stop illegally.
Yeah. Oh, truck spot illegally.
Hmm.
The tow came through, put it on the shit, and it's 6,000 to get your shit back or both of
He only towed him
Damn.
like 6 miles.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's how that
crazy.
shit goes.
Yeah,
Like the
it's a
race
cold
started.
game. It's a cold
Oh,
game.
shit.
Wow, you said 6 miles for 6,000? That's
Yeah.
1,000 a mile,
Yeah.
man.
And
And when you say
God
like parked
damn.
illegally, so it's like, yo, if
He
you
didn't have
just,
permission to park there. He left the truck there. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But there's so many ways to get money in trucking. You got tow trucks. You got car haulers.
I seen the car hauler. I had that. What I had to happen before, like, so living here, I used to always take my car back up to New York to get registered.
Yeah.
So a dude would charge me like 700 there, 700 back. You know what I'm saying?
But then he got 11 other cars on that truck.
On there, right?
So
That's
do that 700 times 11. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
many ways to get
Right,
money in
right,
trucking.
right, right.
You gotta find your lane, and that's why even in the
Yeah.
complete.
They going crazy.
Yeah, I got a homeboy like literally. I call him and be like, "Yo, when you going up north?" He'd be like, "Cause I used to take my car like every 2 years."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What you got going up?" He's like, "Oh man, I'm running to Syracuse." I put my car in there. He'd be like,
Yeah.
"All right, I'm gonna charge you this." You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's a numbers game, man, and and we train on all of that. Like I don't do car hauling, I don't do tow trucks, but I got friends that are beast. So what I did is I just invited them on the platform, and I have a separate training for every single industry inside the trucking. Even though I was the 18-wheeler guy, dispatching guy,
Right.
I just invited all my expert friends, and now they on my platform teaching tow trucks, heavy hauling, car hauling, the railroads,
What is it? Sling? What
government
is that?
contracting,
Some shot. What's that? Like
hot shots, all that. Like
What's the hot shot business? What's
that's
that?
pretty much to the pickup trucks where you got a Dodge Ram 3500 with a flatbed behind it, and drivers can have a CDL or not have a CDL depending on the weight. The heavier it is, like if it goes over 26,001 pound, at that point now you got to have a CDL. The CDL comes in place based on the weight of your truck. So
Ooh,
when
a lot of people don't know that.
a lot of people don't know that.
That's
Yeah.
deep.
When is a CDL needed? When that truck has a gross weight of 26,001 pound. Once it goes over 26,001 pound, now you're required to have a CDL. But if you're hauling a truck in a trailer with a load and you're under 26,001 pound, you can actually haul that load without having a CDL.
Wow. That's deep.
So that's where the hot shot came in. The hot shots are like a smaller setup and they weigh less.
Right.
So now you're able to hire drivers who don't have a CDL. And what that does is that increases your options on the drivers that you can hire.
And now that go back to what you're saying when you say them big companies who, oh, you think got this fleet, these 100, but these smaller companies, 3 or 4 trucks less, because we could take these smaller jobs and do this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I seen everybody jumping on the Amazon wave. Everybody wanted to work for Amazon for a little while because they was paying pretty good with the trucks running. Yeah.
So many lanes, man. You just got to find one and pick one. Yeah.
With your courses, you do like hands-on or
So-
like your in-person, or it's like more.
I used to do in
I
person.
teach- oh, okay.
I used to do in person.
I was like,
until
I know
met-
you're a busy person.
Yeah, I used to.
Right now, I was about to say you
can't.
you let somebody dispatch that now, like right?
Yeah, so I got the
Yeah.
course. We obviously, it's laid out so thoroughly, bruh. It's so digestible, man. Like I don't care. You 5 years old, you 80. If you take the course, you're gonna be able to understand. It's gonna take the intimidation away from transportation. So we got the course, and we also do a monthly Zoom call, so that because there's so many things that's changing in trucking. There's always different things that come about, and I didn't want to just put out information and it just get outdated. So every month we do a Zoom call with the course, and then also we got a Facebook group, and then also we doing events. I'm always speaking different places, so. That's pretty much the support.
Dispatching gang sound like is it though. I would love to learn about that.
So with your courses, so do you do mentorship, or it's just more, okay, I do the courses, or?
Yeah, so the
You
Zoom
take-
calls, I talk to all my students every month on Zoom. And then we also have 24-hour email support. If anybody got a question that's in my course, they can shoot us an email. If my team can't answer it, I'll get the email and I'll answer it. So that's the support that we offer. But I don't do one-on-one mentorships. It's literally impossible.
Right.
It's literally impossible. I got over 40,000 students.
Okay.
That's dope, man. You like a real college, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Alix good energy to college, man.
Yeah, we working on it. And I'm actually working on.
Alix good energy university. for
Yeah,
real.
we're actually working on this. I don't want to speak on it too quick, but we in the works of getting into some schools as well with the curriculum.
fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, they reaching out to me, so
Oh,
it's
definitely.
looking good. Yeah.
That's all right. So, man, what's your motivation, man? What keep you motivated, man?
One thing that keeps me motivated is the fact that I know so many entrepreneurs, athletes, entertainers who've made way, way, way more than me that are broke right now.
30 for 30.
Heard you.
You got heard you. That's crazy.
Respectfully, that's the
Yeah,
motivation.
that's hard. That's motivation,
Can't
man.
go back to that.
For real, that's crazy.
Every time I get comfortable, I just think about that. Like this dude has touched way more paper than me, who have made, you know what I'm saying? That's down in their luck right now. That motivates me to keep hustling
I can't
and keep
go
going.
for that.
That's hard. That's
Yeah,
dope.
man.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
You thought I was gonna give the regular,
That's real,
the
yeah.
answer that everybody gives, right? Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah,
real
that's
shit. Like,
right.
and guess what? That ain't bullshit. That's really from the heart. Like, man, nigga, like Chris Webber said, man, I ain't going back to peanut butter and jelly sales. I know how I feel to go back to
Shit,
that
I
shit.
seen some shit, not in the sense of that, but I was watching, Kevin Hart do his shit. I forget his little podcast. He had J. Cole on there. J. Cole.
Oh,
was
the
feeling-
plat. He had.
And he was asking him, he like, yo, just J. Cole rich. You
Right.
feel me? So they asking J. Cole, like, yo, how you feel about he like, do you have expensive habits or how you spend your money? He like, oh no, I don't spend no crazy bread. He said, I'm never going back to being broke. He said family vacations,
Yeah.
birthdays, and that type. He said, oh yeah, I spend the bag.
Yeah.
He said, but just going out, buying on. He said, no, I'm not doing that. He said, well, I can never go back to how I felt or where I was. No, we're not doing that. I said,
Real. That's real.
he said, yeah, I got it. Well,
I disagree with that, honestly, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't disagree. That's his, but I don't. I feel like if you want to enjoy life and do those things, you just gotta make more money.
I heard my boy Hill 500 say that too.
You just gotta make more money, or you gotta have more income producing assets to pay for the lifestyle that you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live my
Limit to
life.
yourself.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what
I'm gonna live my life.
You work hard for
I
that
can't
shit.
go for that.
Yeah,
Respectfully, because I'm one of them niggas too. I'm gonna live mine, even
Yeah,
broke, rich, whatever, man. I'm gonna have me a good time.
Yeah,
That's like,
that's
it is
hard.
what it is.
That's hard.
yeah, you just gotta work harder. That's it.
Word, respect.
Smarter. That's it. That's dope, man. Look, man. Like I said, man, it was dope, man. You come to bless us, man.
We got Alix.
Man, we got, man. We been waiting for this for a long time. Like I said,
Finn-
That was
Finn
consistent.
was-
I ain't gonna lie, yo.
Yeah.
Y'all was on me.
it's my bad.
So
My
that
cousin
nigga
be
text-
playing. Hey,
That nigga
look.
takes me back when I'm like, yo, he said, yo, my birthday here. I said, damn, nigga. When I want to text back, like, damn. He said, man, I can't do this one. We gotta wait till. And then he hit me back with like, is that too late?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, you know what? Fuck that. We gonna rock you in August. We gonna do that. Go enjoy
on me,
yourself
bro.
for
That's-
birthday. Yeah.
that's- I gotta
Nah,
do
we,
this podcast,
hey man, listen,
bro.
man. Hey, look, man, because man, we on the outside watching, man. We love
Yeah.
y'all watching and
Yeah.
love the grind, man.
Appreciate
Like I said, like Go tap here and watch Nehemiah joint. We had Neo on here. We had
That's my
Justin.
brother.
Yeah. So them got like we almost got the whole circle, man. We got like 2 more dudes. So man, send us here 500 and the rest of the guys.
Get a
Yeah,
different energy from everybody. We
yeah,
all get
that's
different
dope.
energy.
That's dope. That's
Need
dope.
500 and
Justin, yeah.
Gotcha.
we had a whole circle.
And then we'll be the circle of CEOs,
There
man.
you go.
We'll be on Lock Shot Down,
Yeah,
man.
You
I
might
don't-
take us through there.
Because
Yeah.
I think the only person that's gotten all of us is Shans. It's David.
David got all y'all.
Yeah, I don't think did Jason do Early Leisure? I don't know if he did Early Leisure, but yeah, I think Shan's the only one that got all of us.
Shout out to Dave, man. He don't be
Yeah,
playing,
he don't
man.
play.
He the podcast.
Hey,
guru.
yeah. But I let man, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a blessing, man. I hope you enjoyed yourself,
I
man.
did,
We had fun with you, man.
I did.
But man, tell everybody where they can find your course at, man, and man,
Where
your
they can
IG
find
and
you
everything.
at,
Where they
man.
can
Go
find
see
you
that
at.
party. If
'Cause
y'all
they
ain't
playing
seen-
around. They don't know you a big deal. Nah, for real though. Hey man, I'm
We
giving
need
you
you,
your
look.
flowers. I wish I had some flowers in the bucket to give you, G.
Thank
Cause
you,
you
man.
shining, man. I like that
Appreciate
shit,
that,
man,
my
for
brother.
real.
Yeah. Alex with an I, you know what I'm saying? ALIX_ good energy on the gram. I got a TikTok. My team running. I'm almost at 100,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh man, you ain't even playing with it. You ain't even
my team, my marketing team is killing it.
Yeah, you might get paid. Yeah, you playing.
Y'all got videos that got like 3 million views on that joint. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they been shout out to TikTok too. They been stealing our videos with Justin, man. With Jason. They been stealing our joint, putting it all on their own page and all that. But shout out, it's just good though. It's our content, so
For
it's
sure.
good. Yeah.
And then the website is goodenergyworldwide.com. You know what I'm saying? Goodenergyworldwide.com. I got the dispatch mastery course for the people that's interested in the dispatcher side. You ain't in a position to buy a truck yet. The complete trucking portal is for the fleet owners, aspiring fleet owners that want to buy a truck, hire a driver, and learn how to do it how I did it. And then we got the hot shot course as well. That was my third and final course. You know what I'm saying? And the complete trucking portal has everything, every single industry inside of trucking, tow trucks, heavy hauling, whatever you think of is a training in there for that. And you can tap in with us. It's the most digestible, broken down information in the world right now for transportation. So yeah, tap in with us. Go look up the reviews. All you gotta do is just Google, look up all the reviews. We got 100% 5-star reviews all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? And
My boy not playing. He really living this shit. This ain't what they say. Well, you look like it on Instagram. My boy put up with a driver, man. So shout out to Alix,
Yo,
man.
and
for
before you
real.
get out of here, just touching on the cause what is it called the basketball top.
oh, it's called Jump Shot.
Yeah, jump shot. Okay,
Yeah.
so jump shot. We looking to see that. Can you
Before the end of 2024.
before the okay, bet.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Alright.
That's dope.
And then
and
Atlanta-
you got
we got
DJ
Atlanta
Khaled on
location.
the board. It's all y'all on the board. That's our shout out
gonna
to
be the
Khaled.
location
I ain't met him
first?
yet, huh?
Is
Right.
it gonna be Atlanta location?
It's been a toss up between Atlanta and Dallas, but it's looking like Atlanta though. But
Okay,
Dallas
well,
is
Dallas coming hard.
that's an option. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm fighting for Atlanta.
Yeah, we fighting for Atlanta.
Yeah,
Hey man, everybody go vote for Atlanta, man. For
Jump
real.
shot. Yeah, that's
That's
fine.
hard. That's hard. Y'all, that's really gonna be hard, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You already know, man. This Fat Nasty Podcast, man. I'm one half of the Belly Gang Boys,
Let me put my belly on your butt, you heard?
and we signing out, man.
Ah.
Yeah.